Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. I am Nida. Today I want to explain about one of the most important tenses in English, which is the present perfect tense. So, grab your notebooks and let's start our learning journey about the present perfect tense. Let's go. What is present perfect tense? The present perfect tense is a verb tense used to describe action that happens in the past but have a present consequence or that are still happening in the present. When we use it, the present perfect tense, when first to talk about experience, we use the present perfect tense to talk about experience. It is important if we have done it our lives or not. It is not important when we did it. Example, I have been abroad 2 times. Anna has never broken a leg. And have you ever eaten sushi? Tips: we often use never and ever with the present perfect tense to talk about experience. Number 2, to talk continue action. We use the present perfect tense to talk about an action which starts in the past and continues up to now. Example, I have been studying for 3 hours. I sent you a letter a month ago. Tips: we often use since and for to say how long the action has started. Number 3, the present perfect tense to talk about past action. We also use the present perfect tense to talk about a past action that has the result in the present. Example, I have lost my wallet. I don't have it now. Jimmy has gone to South America. And the result, he isn't here now. Tips: we often use just, already, and yes, and yet with the present perfect tense for an action in the past with the result in the present. Okay, I will continue to explain the structure of the present perfect tense. Present perfect tense in positive sentence, the structure is subject, have or has, verb participle, verb past participle plus complement. Example, I have been to Moscow. Remember, has used to see it and have they, we, are, you. They, we, I, and you. An example, you have finished the exercise. She has already had a holiday this year. And it has broken. Okay. Present perfect tense in negative sentence, the structure is subject, has not or have not, plus verb, past participle, and complement. For example, I have not been abroad yet, or I haven't been abroad yet. He has not been home for 5 years. We can use he hasn't been here for 5 years. She has not found a new job. We can use she hasn't found a new job. And it has not finished yet. Atau we can use it hasn't finished yet. The present perfect tense in yes or no question, the structure is has or have, subject plus verb, participle, and complement. We can use example, have I ever done it before? And have you been to the cinema recently? Has he worked here long? And have we done it right? And then the present perfect in information questions, the structure is we have question plus have or has plus subject plus verb past participle and plus complement. For the example, what have I done? How long have you been here? Where has it been? And how many times has he been married? For and since. We use for with a period of times, for example, a few days, a half, an hour, 2 years. And we use since with the time when the action starts. For example, last year, June 8 or August 11, and I meet you. We use present perfect tense to talk about action which starts in the past and continues up to the present. For example, how long have you been at this school? I haven't seen Julia since September. I have had this computer for about a year. Next, already and yet. Already means that something happened earlier than we expected. With present perfect, already usually goes after have or has and before the main verb. Example, when are you going to do your homework? We have already had our breakfast. Do you want a cup of coffee? And no, thanks, I've already had. No, I have already had one. And yet means that something that we expected has happened or hasn't happened. We usually put it at the end of a sentence. For example, has the post arrived yet? Not yet. Have you done your homework? I haven't. You got ready yet? Look at the time.
Halo Dida.
Hello.
I want go to University BSI Kramat dan Aik, but I'm forget. Can you help me?
Sure. Where are you now?
I'm in front of Dunkin' Donut.
Oh, you're not far. The best is on the right side of the road. Mm, next to the Ibis Hotel and just after McDonald's.
Oh, I see. Can I get there from here?
Yeah, since you are walking, you will the elevated pedestrian bridge to cross the road. Mm, do you see it just a bit ahead?
Yes, I can see the star leading up to it.
Perfect. Okay, walk towards the bridge and take the steps up and cross the other side. When you come down the stairs, turn right and walk right. It will take you about, yeah, 2 until 3 minutes to reach the campus.
Yes. Alright, the campus is easy to spot, right?
Yeah, definitely. Look for the Ibis Hotel. The campus is right next to it. You will see a big sign that say BSI, Bina Sarana Informatika.
That sounds simple. Is the break the only way to cross?
Yeah, for this road, the bridge is your safe and only crossing point. There's no zebra crossing or direct crosswalk on the street.
I see. That's good to know.
Yeah, also after you um, after you cross,
Mhm.
be careful as the area near the bridge because can be see with people and vehicle. So just stay on the sidewalk and walk straight towards McDonald's.
That's really helpful. Thank you so much for explaining.
You're welcome. Be careful on the stairs and enjoy your visit to the campus.
So thanks again. Have a great day.
Okay, take care.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Okay, it's finished. Thank you for watching my video and bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.